This story follows a girl named Dane who explains a tradition at her college. Every year, students gather to break into the bell tower, take turns ringing the bell for an hour, and then toilet paper the tower. It's an event everyone looks forward to all year. Odin, however, feels the tradition is flawed and often questions it. Afterward, her classmates leave, and Dane returns home to spend time with her stepmother and father. She reveals that she will be working at her stepmother's store in Colby. Although her mother sarcastically doubts the decision, Anne decides to commit to spending her summer there. Upon arriving in Colby, Anne meets her stepmother, who is struggling with the newborn. Her father offers her money to eat alone instead of taking her out for onion rings. Her stepmother recommends a place called Tip, where most young people hang out. There, Anne meets a guy, and they almost kiss, but things don't go as planned. She then asks about a girl named Maggie, which surprises the guy. Later, a man on a bike looks at Anne but leaves shortly after. The next day, Anne goes to work at the store and runs into three girls from the party, Aston, Leah, and Maggie. One of the girls shares that Maggie had dated the guy from the party for 2 years before they broke up. As the girls start dancing to loud music, Maggie seems uncomfortable with Anne's presence because her ex hit on Anne at the party. After grabbing coffee, Anne returns to the spot she sat at the night before and meets the boy on the bike again. They talk, and he takes her to a laundromat, opening a hidden door that leads to a beautiful bar. He plays a song for her, and she is mesmerized. He reveals that everyone in Colby knows each other. As they spend more time together, Anne and Eli grow closer. Anne reveals she's never been to prom, and Eli shares that he stopped riding BMX after his best friend, Abe, died in a car accident caused by a drunk driver. Anne also struggles with sleeping due to childhood experiences when her parents fought. One day, her father invites her to lunch but uses it as an excuse to get her to review his book draft. Later, Anne watches the girls dance and eventually joins Eli on a quest to complete the list of things Eli and Abe had created together. Anne starts to enjoy her work at the store, and her bond with the girls strengthens. After a minor accident, Eli apologizes and hugs Anne, but things get tense when Anne tries to comfort him about Abe's death, which backfires. One night, Anne listens to voicemails from her concerned mother and receives a gift from her stepmother. At a party that night, Eli unexpectedly shows up, and Anne helps him feel comfortable by playfully teasing him. The night ends with a food fight, and Eli and Anne kiss in the water, finally becoming a couple. The next day, Anne witnesses her father leaving his wife again, and she confronts him about never really trying. She returns home to find her stepmother crying and calls her mother for support. Eli eventually finds Anne, and they argue, but Eli admits that ignoring Abe's death hasn't helped him. The next morning, Anne watches her mother and stepmother support each other, and her father returns home. Anne's mother acknowledges her high expectations, leading to a heartfelt moment between them. Anne's stepmother thanks her for reaching out for help. In the end, Anne asks Maggie to teach her how to ride a bike. After some struggle, Anne succeeds and later visits Eli's repair shop, where she discovers that he's participating in a BMX tournament. The crowd cheers for him as he returns to BMX. Afterward, Eli opens up to Anne, saying that although ignoring Abe's death didn't help, he's now ready to move forward. Anne wakes up excited the next morning to find Eli waiting for her outside, dressed in a suit. She wears a dress she's always wanted and together they ride their bikes to the beach, where their friends join them. They play, dance, and enjoy the day together. Their love story begins, and Anne eventually moves to Colby, becoming roommates with Maggie,